Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I am your host, Kimberly Cloud. Today, I I always had questions about birth. I have simple questions, nothing like is birth does birth changes outer space. I'm not talking about outer space today, but sometimes it will lead to it. I will get off of here at exactly 9:55 and so I had a couple of questions to ask regarding birth, and I wanted to look it up on the World Wide Web. It is so amazing what the World Wide Web can offer you with lots and lots of questions. I want to ask the questions like, do the baby feel any pain? And it relates to my giving birth because my babies were in distress. Um, Despite having a big tummy now because it's stretched, um, I had a small stomach, and it was hard to stretch it. It was hard, and I had all C-section births. And they, the first child, I won't say his name, he was in distress. And so I ended up getting a C-section. All of them were C-section because they would get down to the crown and then they would get distressed and they would monitor the baby and it would be in distress. So, yeah. So pretty much, we're going to ask these questions about, does the baby feel distress, and when it does, how does it, react to distress, we don't need a baby in distress because they're delicate creatures, they're delicate humans. I don't want to say creatures, they're delicate humans. And that's gonna come back to bite me. They're gonna be like, she said delicate creatures. No, I was trying to be smart in a way to sit up there and let it be known that these angelic beings, when they're first born, they are angelic beings. What you mold them into, you know, causes them to see the world in a different aspect. Before I answer the questions, like to see the world in a different aspect, like one child may not like black people, one child may not like white people. They start seeing what their mothers are talking about as far as different races. And either they like it and they become just like their parents, or they like it and but they ignore it and they want to see it for themselves. You know, I was watching Everybody Hates Chris, the beginning episodes, and saw Tashina Arnold did say, "You're gonna get a white education." I'm laughing at it, because Tashina Arnold is funny. Nobody messes with Tashina Arnold, but you know, that could be a positive aspect, but why couldn't you just tell, you confusing the child when you say you're gonna get a white, education. You should be like, you're gonna get a better education. You're giving the person like courage to you're giving people courage to not want to talk to other races because they got a speculation about them. And then, by Lord God, if something happened where another race did it, it's going to be like, I told you, I told you. You just got to learn how to find the right ones. You just got to learn how to find the right ones. And that's how I see it. If you don't learn how to find the right ones, the right people, then you are going to always run into the bad people. So, you know, you got people who steal, who assault on a regular assault and get out of jail like it's just yesterday. Like he gave them bakery factory, and he's like, I don't know why I'm showing y'all this, but here, I give you this, let me out. I don't know what's going on, but they get out, and it's so unfair. Maybe so let's get to the questions. 10 more minutes, 11 more minutes to be exact. What's the first question? Does the baby feel at birth? A simple question. So it says babies do feel some pressure and sensation during delivery, likely experiencing as a feeling of being squeezed or compressed as they move through the birth canal. However, due to their flexible bodies, they are able to adapt to this pressure without significant comfort. Experts are clear whether babies experience pain at the birth canal or not. They expect to be notable pain isn't likely because while some babies do cry at birth, many do not. I don't even know why they developed it like that. A baby gets squeezed, contractions, squeeze the baby, and the baby like, oh, gotta get out of here. I didn't pay my rent last month, and it's like it it's getting squeezed, and it's like, oh Lord, I gotta come out here to the real world. Yeah, they got that famous blankie. So the baby does feel contractions. That's the second one. Does the baby get into distress sometimes? Hold on. Fiddlesticks. I got baby. Hey, baby. Not baby. Yes, a baby can experience distress in the womb during labor and delivery. This is known as fetal distress, and it can be dangerous to both the baby and the mother. Fetal distress occurs when the baby isn't getting enough oxygen, which could be caused by a number of issues. Let's see what the issues could be. Problems with the placenta, such as placental abruption and insufficiency. Issues with the umbilical cord, such as cord prolapse. Oh, pregnancy that lasts too long. I was 30, 28 weeks. Other complications during pregnancy and labor, such as difficult or rapid labor, contractions that are too strong or too close together, abnormal fast heart rate, tachycardia, abnormal slow heart rate, bradycardia, abrupt decreases in heart rate, variable decelerations, late return in a baseline heart rate after contraction, late decelerations. If left untreated, fetal distress can lead to serious injury or death. However, when handled well, it's often not a cause. I had some great doctors at the Vanderbilt Hospital University. I had some very good doctors. And then they hit me, right? And it was the start of my depression. If I had girls, I don't know if men get depression from pregnancy, but I know women do because it changes the chemistry in your body. They hit me with, you could be suffering from depression. And that was when I first heard the word depression. I wasn't sure what they mean, and I declined it. Well, I accepted it and started taking depression medicine, and this was in 2004. So that's basically almost 20 some years. And yeah, it causes depression, and women be popping them out like that candy, and then they end up really depressed. Some women don't make it, some women do by family and family watching them, but some people, don't make it. We always talk about the families that are there that made it, but some families do not make it. And I was one of those families that did not make it. All my life's hard work, you put in a baby, you spend a whole year pregnant almost, and then disaster happens. I just can't do it again. So if I ever had a baby again, which I wouldn't, I would literally be alone taking care of my baby. I don't want no help. I was thinking about um adopting a child, because it's like when I sit up there, and it's no time sooner as I'm adopting a child, because I have to get myself on the board for doing my work at the cleaning business that I'm supposed to be getting. So yeah, but I feel like it's not worth it, because you got other people, parents, that get into it and be like, "Hey, I think you should take the baby from the mother," when the mother is only instead of helping the mother. Like, nobody gave me an intervention. If you don't want to be with me, fine, but I am the child of your mother. You can't just close me out and leave me shut to who I am. I am the mother, and that's how I feel with that. And I will always be the mother. If anything happened to my children and you guys don't tell me, and I reached out to you guys plenty of times, I'm going to sue. If my children are on drugs and I find out, I am going to sue for custody or have them come stay with me. Because that wasn't my outlook as being a depressed mother. I always had big goals and big dreams for my children. And so I wanted to know these things, you know, um, based on, fetal distress, some signs of fetal distress. And I wanted to know, so if the baby isn't getting enough oxygen, it may have an abnormally fast heart rate, slow heart rates, abruptly decreases heart rates. That's what my first son had. Late returns of the base heart rate after contraction. Exactly what happened with that. That can cause what time is it? 3 more minutes. That can cause brain injuries, suffocation of the brain. And you don't want that. Your child will be partly not well, partly retarded. Not saying that in a bad way, because there are some retarded people out here, but this, they will be partly slow at things that, had they got the right treatment, normal things would be able to help with. So I'm about to actually get off of here because I have uh, a class to go to. So I will be back on here a little later. And I know y'all like, why she talking about that? Yes, I talked about it. And I hope y'all enjoyed, because sometimes they be doing a ticker with zero sometimes, and it be like 10, 11 people watching. And I'll be like, oh my God, do I gotta dance like a clown or something? What's going on? So yeah, so yeah, y'all take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys another time. Bye.